My name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues. Today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate the public, so please subscribe to our channel. Today I want to talk about something that's very time appropriate, and that is Thanksgiving. When the holidays come up, not all the national holidays, but certain ones come up, oftentimes it becomes a question, who's going to get the child during that time? Now, there's a difference between a case that's ongoing and a case that's already over. If, let's say, you have a brand new divorce and it starts maybe in September, who gets the child for Thanksgiving? It's coming up in November. How do we figure that out? If both parents are still living together in the same house, it becomes sort of less of an issue unless there's a dinner going on at mom's parents' house or dad's parents' house. Then who goes where? Where did the children go? It becomes that kind of problem. There are different ways to resolve that. If the parties are mature and they realize between now and the time the child becomes an adult there's going to be 11 more Thanksgivings, they can start alternating. They can say, you know what? They'll go with you Thanksgiving. Next year's my Thanksgiving. I'll take the odd years, you take the even years, or whatever. And the parties are free to negotiate that. It's one way to do it. If the parties can't agree, then you will find that very often motions will be filed before the court. And the parties will be able to say whatever they got going on, whatever reason there should be, why the child should go with one and not the other. All things being equal, what all do you expect the court to do? The court's going to start with one, and the court will probably say, okay, you go with this one this year, next year you go. Or, the court's probably going to end up working out some kind of compromise. Therefore, it might be appropriate, since it'll probably be split anyway, that the parties give it some real thought. Now, I will tell you, I once had a situation where a client insisted on Thanksgiving and that every single Thanksgiving should be with him. Why? Because he was descendants of people who came over on the Mayflower. Well, I have to tell you, I don't see how that has anything to do with anything. The court didn't see it that way either. We advise the clients that, there's always expectations that might have to be controlled when you get a divorce. People may expect certain things. They may expect to be able to control certain things, but once you get a divorce, once you file and you tell the court, Your Honor, I'm putting the jurisdiction of my whole marriage in your hands, then you got to expect that your priorities might not be the same as the way the court sees priorities. So the fact that you may have, relatives that were on the Mayflower, or your great-great-great-grandfather was an Indian chief, or you may have some other connection to the holiday. You were in the turkey business, so therefore all Thanksgiving should go to you. Whatever the connection might be, you have to understand that, the court's going to look at what's in the best interest of the minor child. And the court will probably say, all things being considered, that it's in the best interest of the minor child to spend Thanksgiving with both. And if that cannot be done, and the court has to choose one or the other, what makes you think the court's going to choose you? The court may choose you, the court may choose the other one, but rest assured that even if the court chooses one over the other, it'll probably be flip-flopping next year. A lot of holidays are divided between the night and the day, like Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and all that. Thanksgiving, it's a little hard to divide it because most people do their Thanksgiving, they start early, maybe they watch a football game and they start dinner at 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So maybe it's possible you go to a dinner one place and dessert with the other side. There are ways to work that out. But failing that, you have to realize the court is more likely than not going to try and make it equal. And if not equal this year, equal over time. Now, if you have any questions about your case, of course, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.